Camp McCain. Hop on.
All right, we are here today at the Indoor Simulated Marksmanship Trainer. As I told you, that's what the Marine Corps calls it. Army calls it the EST. I have with me here Cadet Kennedy Murray. She's going to give you a few words and how she thinks about the event that we're here at today.
I just got done shooting and I find it really interesting to do. I feel like it's a fun thing to do, especially with someone like me. I'm not like the best at shooting, but they make it comfortable to where you're able to learn quick. I mean, if you're a quick learner. It's really fun, like the different ways to shoot with targets and then like the little men coming up. I find that really cool. I like being out here. It's a cool place to see.
All right. So she's a first-year cadet here. So obviously her first time down at Camp McCain. So we like to talk to them and see what they get out of it. Maybe there's some changes we can make and trips like that for the future. So we'll talk to you later.
They say that in the Marine Corps.
They say that in the Marine Corps.
They say that in the Marine Corps.
The coffee's mighty fine.
The coffee's mighty fine.
It looks like muddy water.
All right, we are here going on the Baton Death March because they're walking so dadgum fast. We're over to the land nav site. You can hear me above them. They're motivated, getting ready to head out on their land nav site for the day. We got Sergeant Martin here next to me, looking almost like me. She's not wearing the boonie cover all that correct.
I look good.
She's like a cowboy with a little chin strap down there.
They say that in the Marine
Say hello to Murray.
Hi.
And we got Vortis, who's camera shy. I'm gonna be honest, Vortis, I thought you were Perry.
What? Hey!
And we got Garcia. She came up from the middle school. She's in 7th grade. Can you tell by her size?
I'm not! Oh!
Then we got Fleming. We call her Fireball Fleming because she likes to burn her eyebrows off.
They're here today.
But she's got them today. Fireball Fleming. Here we have Jaden Perry. Due to the fact that she's actually standing upright is a good thing today.
That's true, actually. That's true.
Raining from San Ysidro, California. We got the first sergeant. That way, right there, right there. Got the CO, right there, right there. We have our new guide, Cadet Ethan Davis. Hurrah. Y'all let me know before I'm ready to walk into a hole.
Are you good for now?
You're good for a while.
Crossing the main highway on Camp McCain, going over to the land nav site. If you watched last year's video, this one looks eerily similar. I mean, to be honest, the cadets kind of do the same thing each year, but different group of cadets, so they have fun.
Area we're going to be operating, this is going to be like where you come back to, for those of you that have never been out here. The start, it's a little sign over there, like I told you about in our briefs, okay? Nothing has changed. Don't do stupid stuff out here. If you get hurt, stay put. Somebody's going to find you. You're within 10-15 minutes of everything. So even though when you get out there, you're going to think that, oh, I'm in the woods, and no, it's easy. We can find you very easily, right? So don't panic, all right? And make sure that the area has been policed, meaning there's no traffic.
All right, we've arrived over here at the site where the actual land nav course is going to take place at. What we're going to do is go ahead and get the actual campsite set up, so to speak. I hate to use the word campsite, but we're going to get the area set up because the cadets have got to be able to have all their gear and whatnot. So we're going to go and get that set up, so it'll take a couple minutes or so. When the cadets get out here to the land nav site, they go over to the starting point, obviously, and that's a designated area that we have out here. We're going to go over here and take a look at some of the individuals that have started and kind of follow them around a little bit to see what they've got. Quick turn here.
Oh my gosh. Do we know what we're looking for? It's a stick.
There's an area right here
God.
that actually has the word starting point. All right. So we've got this team here. It's figuring out all the information they need to know.
your turn.
Watch out for this snake.
I will take your turn.
Yeah, I was like, did you just go?
When these guys come up to the starting point, they're getting their azimuth. They've already got their grid coordinates that they need to find the particular waypoint that they've been given. So at this point, what we're going to do is watch them a little bit and see how they get their azimuth, how they get their waypoints, how they figure out which direction they have to go. There's a lot of mathematical equations that go into all of this. As you can see, I've got some of them passing me by on my left. They've already figured out where they have to go. They have 10 different points they have to find in this wooded area. It's a controlled area, so they really can't get lost.
North, south, yes. I mean north, south, east, west.
Yes.
So north,
You can see the brain power at work.
east, south, west, northeast, west.
I'm bad at math.
So do you already need to the azimuth?
So that's not, yeah.
So this is the starting point, right?
This starting point.
Alright, so I'll walk in the direction.
It's kind of like a.
You have to just use as.
And then I'll walk in that. I'll do my piece kind of
Kind of like a northeast.
Again, they're given that 8-point grid coordinates. Once they get that, they have to come to the starting point. They have to look at the map to see where that is at, where those grid squares are at on their map. They look at their compass. They look at their azimuth, shoot their degrees. They've already got their pace count. They take a look at everything just to see. As you can see, we got the teams rolling up. We have Staff Sergeant Schruffler leading this fearless team
the best team
into
we
battle. We'll see. Actually, we got Gray. She seems to know this stuff pretty well. We'll see. And we got Fleming, Fireball Fleming that's pumped. We gather around over here. We have some of our safety crew. They got yellow vests on.
They can't get their walkie-talkies to work.
We're having technical difficulties.
There's not much safety going on over
We have technical difficulties. Apparently the CB radios are not working.
Marine Corps
Whose
issue.
radio is this?
Marine Corps issue. Best there is.
How do you slide this out?
Get it from the Marine Corps, you're bound to have issues.
All right, what team do we have here?
We got team 4.
Who's the team leader?
Me.
Who's me?
Me. Corporal Burks.
All right. Did y'all find y'all's point?
We did not.
You did not find it.
No, sir.
Did you find a point?
We found 3.
You found 3 of them.
We found 4.
Did you write them down?
We got them mentally documented.
So you didn't write them down. I would have written them down and looked at the coordinates of them so you would know where those were at. That would put you at the advantage.
We know where they ate, so we just gotta shoot the azimuth and see like what direction it is.
Well, start shooting.
Like over there is 7. 7 is over there.
Start shooting and start eating. Go out to one of them.
Is that one of your guesses, Bert?
And they're off.
We did.
All right, we were coming up on the table where everybody comes to. We got the opso to the left. We got Staff Sergeant Bulls to the right. So go ahead. Let's hear what y'all up here for.
We're here to basically get the points that they're taking, and if they get it correct, we'll mark it. They have 3 chances in total to get 1 point. If they don't get that point in 3 chances, we'll give them another card.
How many cards do we have?
10.
So 10 waypoints.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
All right. How much time do they have, or do they have
They
a
have
particular time?
all day, pretty much.
All day. So I think we got here at what, 10:30 or 9:30?
Yeah, we've been out here 2 hours already.
Okay, good deal. So once they go out there, they find their points, they come back to get another one. Got to do that 10 different times.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. And we have other individuals out there for patrolling, don't we?
Yes, sir. We have ours.
CO, XO, and Lieutenant Willis.
Good deal.
You take the first 2 numbers of the 8 on the both of these, and you go 49. 30. Didn't we just do this one? Or is it just close? 49, and you go up to 30. Then you put the 1 50 100 1 protractor thingy on that square, and then it's 43. So you go to 4 and go to the kind of 5-ish, but in between that, and then up, and then 56. So 5. And that one. Right there. 76? Yep.
Hey, Shrek.
Did you find your grid square?
Oh, yeah.
Looking for?
I need the other one. Or the what? Oh.
Who's the team leader here?
Martin.
You are?
I am Sergeant Martin.
A point that's between 7 and 9.
Okay, this is the start, isn't
Go
it?
find
Right
a
here?
point between 7 and 9.
Okay, so you go. I put it here, and then it's like almost exactly 200.
Between 7
So
and 9.
like 180, 170. Something like that. Let me see. Where? See, like here's 0, there's a, and then it's 200, and then it's like 180.
Okay, so go
about.
with the one that's right here.
So it does that. It's like 180 above. 180 degrees? Yeah.
So what's our azimuth?
About 180.
About 180?
Mm-hmm.
What's the distance?
Gotta count it. We have to go and count it and come back.
So what type of grid coordinate do you have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10?
What?
Your grid coordinate. Is it an 8-digit grid?
Oh, yeah.
8-digit grid?
8 digit.
Where's your starting point at?
Right here. Wow. So, where is it? 493 54 31236. That's what it is.
Let's go shoot an azimuth.
Okay. Somebody hold this. Get to me.
Somebody the starting point over there?
Back in freaking 2.
Oh
my god. Did you already go to the store? Where'd you go? To the grocery bag.
We're going 180 from here.
We just began.
Say what you're doing so they can hear you. Oh, never mind. Go to 180, so we need to go. That doesn't seem right. We go this way.
Yes, ma'am.
I know, but that's 180 right there. So we just go that way. Okay. Are you counting?
We'll see you all y'all get back.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Second Lieutenant Willis. I'm part of the safety patrol. As you can see, I have my vest. We've been out here. We've been making sure that the kids have been doing what they're supposed to do, make sure they get lunch breaks, you know, do all of that. And yeah, what else?
We've been helping cadets see if they're injured or not, because that happens sometimes, and we're helping cadets find their points if they have any trouble, and yeah, just making sure they come back and get their breaks.
Making sure that they stay hydrated and well fed, that way they don't pass out on the field, and then sending them back when it's time.
That's true. That's good stuff.
All right, you saw it here first, folks. We have our safety crew, security patrol, call them what you will. We got the CO, got the supply officer, and the XO out here walking around, making sure everything's going the way it's supposed to be doing. Kids are having a good time. We'll be back at you later.
And I came back, a survivor. What's up? Oh,
So, you didn't get on the road that way?
we didn't get any points.
No, I haven't got any.
No, we've been walking around.
Can we go to the
store?
store? We went to like the open field.
I got my steps in.
They're still on there.
Oh, I'm just gonna
So
take
just
one.
come join us after.
Yeah, 4 others.
Fine.
So again, the cadets are out here. They're given their card to start off with. They do the same thing. So to start off with, what we do is we give them a card with that 8-digit grid. They got to go out, they got to shoot their azimuth, they got to get their pace, they got to walk out there and try to find it. Sometimes they do find it, sometimes they don't. But after they find that, we have 10 different cards because this land nav course has 10 waypoints on it. So once they find whatever point they're at, they come back, they give us the card, we check it, they get another card. So basically they're back and forth, back and forth. What this does is it allows us to kind of keep track of them. We don't want to give them all 10 cards, keeping in mind they're high school students. So we don't want to give them all 10 cards and have them out on this course all day long. It is a relatively small course, beginner course, but nonetheless, if we send them out with one card, they find the point, or at least try to, they come back, we get to see them, make sure everybody's okay, we check it, and then they get other chances to find that particular waypoint. If they don't, I think 2 or 3 chances, and then we give them that second card and they go back out and they try to find another one, and they just keep doing that throughout the course of the day, however long we're out here. Use this about a 4 to 5 hour time frame that we bring them out here to this course and let them try to figure it out. They have a good time while they're out there. They're kind of having a good time with their fellow cadets. They prop up against a tree. They have an MRE, chow's continuous. So overall, the cadets are doing okay. There are some teams that are finding some of the points pretty good. Others are having a lot of trouble with it. With the courses, or the classes rather, that we gave to them, they should be able to find all this stuff. And the Major and I are here to assist them and help them out. We've got the roving patrols out there to help them as well. But overall, good time. As always, stay tuned.
What? You want some? Go ahead, take a run at me. That's what I thought.
The CO has manned up, womaned up, and decided to let the XO put some cami paint on her, as has the OPSO. So everybody's in the spirit of the season, as is Land Nav, to go out and look all warfighter-ish. Some teams absolutely have no clue what they're doing.
We've got 0
There's
points.
one, there's the other. Time on deck is about 13:30, 1:30 to you civilian types. There's a lot of action going on behind me. Hopefully you can see it. The cadets are, some of them actually starting to get the hang of this when they go out to look for their points. So they're kind of getting excited. Got about another half hour of this here. We're going to go over here to the table and kind of let you see some of the hubbub that's going on.
Come on, cause we in a race with them and
You ain't knowing them crying.
Who got the peak?
is it extra?
Write down what you know.
Yeah.
Who got the ticket? Okay.
Anybody got a tortilla?
Okay, we are done here with Land Nav for the day. We have called range control. They're going to be out here in a little while to kind of take a look at the area. But for now, we got all the kids back together Everybody's found the points they're going to found. A little bit later on, we're going to do a little bit of an award ceremony. First, second, and third place teams, they end up getting a medal of sorts, or an actual medal. So stand by to stand by. I don't sound like it. We have a good time? Yeah! I still don't sound like we have a good time? Yeah! Yeah! Mission complete. We've just taken our final photo that we always take once the actual land nav is done. The cadets are now going to route step back over to the barracks, and we're going to have a cookout to celebrate their achievements for today. And we're going to try to maybe throw in the little award ceremony I mentioned earlier on that. So they're going to route step it back. I don't know. I'm looking at the barracks now. 500-600 yards, give or take. Well, it's true of any case, whenever Marines go to places, they like to hike. There, while they're there, back, behind me are the cadets hiking back from the land nav. But as I stated earlier, it's not that far.
Oh, you split the ball!
Maybe they do.
Yes, sir. Hey, woo!
It is funny. I know it's funny.
Good job, Lando. Where you at?
What's her name?
Hey, what are you doing? Cover love.
DJ. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. So we just got done with our land navigation course. The kids had an amazing time. They found plenty of points. I think they found more points than we had in a couple of years. So we had a great time. See you later.
So our third place team was Sergeant Martin. Up here in front of CO and First Sergeant. That's where we got him there. All right, turn around. Round of applause for third place team. For the second place team, they got the next quantity of points found on the map was Corporal Burke's team. And a round of applause. And now for the first place team for the 2019-2020 school year land navigation orienteering, Sergeant Selden's team. I would say give them one, but the parents already did. cadets have made it here to the halfway point at Camp McCain. We're out here at range control. Going to give you some shots of them. They're out here taking a break, sitting down, eating some chow, having a little bit of what we call some camaraderie amongst themselves. So here you go.
I believe in you. Use your power. Knowledge team co-leader.
Make sure you get the cheese-filled crackers. Those shits are good.
The linguine is good.
You got the
I have a dog. It's a tiny dog though. He's like, where did he come from?
Here you go, Boris. You want to be on film. Here you go.
Finally. Wow.
Stray dogs.
Apparently we found a canine.
Yeah.
His name is Clever.
Our new mascot.
His name is Clever.
It's our dog instructor. It's D.I.
No, you're watching me eat. Hooray.
Hello.
I made this. I did that.
You didn't make that. Can we keep? He just heated up.
I did this.
The dog is working with the Russians.
Water. I want to check that.
His name is
Yeah.
This is my last one. I don't even know if you have it.
One more. Thank you.
And here you go, a first-hand view of what cadets do when they get to the halfway point. Sit on their bottoms and eat chow. About 4 miles, I think, from the barracks out to the halfway point. Then we go back and take care of business from there.
Hey guys, we're finishing the 8-mile hike at Camp McCain. We're so excited, ready to get home.
My
ankle hurts, but it's okay because we're still going. Woo!
All right, Willis, what you got?
Take it! Ready to go home.
What are you ready to go home for?
My feet hurt.
It's been real fun. Weekend. I'm ready to go. Field day.
I mean, somebody give me something good I can use.
It's my last one.
All right, here we are. Got all the, I'm up here in the front. We got all the motivated cadets behind me. We got the opso to my right. We got the supply officer over here, if you can see him, somewhere over there. We got the first sergeant behind us. Probably Fleming and Sergeant Martin back there somewhere. We're probably, I guess, maybe 3/4 of a mile from being done. All the kids have done pretty well. Nobody's in the truck yet. That's one way to kind of gauge this, if anybody's in the safety vehicle. It's back there, but it's currently empty, fortunately. So we're getting ready to make our last turn up here, put us on that straightaway. Once we get done with that, we'll be up where the tank is at.
I used to drive a Chevrolet. Now I'm walking every day. I used to drive a Chevrolet. Now I'm walking every day.
all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of Kelly Pryor. I do appoint this cadet a captain in the United States Marine Corps, Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, to rank as such on the 8th day of December, 2019. This officer will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the office to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require those officers and other personnel of lesser rank to render such obedience as is due an officer of this grade and position. And this officer is to observe and follow such orders and directions as may be given from time to time by superior officers acting in accordance with the rules and articles governing the conduct of the United States Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. This commission is to continue in force for the time being under the provisions of those regulations relating to the officers of the United States Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps and the component thereof in which this appointment is made. Given under my hand at Olive Branch High School, Camp McCain, this 8th day of December, the year of our Lord, 2019. Signed, Arborio, Senior Marine Instructor. We are all complete here at Camp McCain. We just got done all the events over at the tank, promotions, all the festivities over there. Cadets are now pulling out their sea bags, getting them loaded back up. They're definitely ready to go home, as are the instructors. So definitely hope that you enjoyed everything that you saw here. Stay tuned for more, and thanks for tuning in.